Hi everyone, Steve from Backcountry Gallery here, and today I have 7 really cool tricks for your Nikon camera. Some of these you may know, some you may not, but in my opinion, they are all incredibly handy and I think you'll really enjoy them. Also, I want to apologize for the 5-month delay between videos. I was working on my new book, Secrets to the Nikon Autofocus System, and I was busy filling it with 460 pages of tips and tricks for sharper photos, and it ate up all my time. You can check my site for more info, and I'll discuss it a little more after the tips, but for now, let's go ahead and jump in. Number 1, quickly zoom in to check focus. Okay, I'll admit, I'm starting with a pretty common trick, but it's a really good one. What this setting does is it allows you to simply press the multi-selector center button to zoom into a captured image at 100%. The camera will zoom into the area of the image that was under the selected AF point at the time of capture. This is incredibly quick and handy for checking sharpness, and one feature I just couldn't live without. Setup is super easy too. Head to your Custom Settings menu, Controls, and you'll choose either multi-selector center button or OK button. Go to playback mode and press that. Now select zoom on off. Finally choose 1:1 100% magnification. You can choose another level, but personally I find that low isn't enough magnification and high looks oversampled. So I recommend 100%. Click OK and you're all done. Now take a photo, press the center button, and the camera will zoom in for you. Pretty cool, huh? Number 2, quickly zoom to 100% in live view. Okay, this is related to the first trick, but almost no one knows about it. If you use live view frequently, you probably find yourself zooming in and out all the time to check focus. Well, we can use the multi-selector center button to zoom into our live view screen just like we did with a captured image. Setup is similar to tip number 1. Head to the Custom Settings menu, Controls, and choose the multi-selector center button or OK button depending on the camera. This time select Live View from the resulting menu. As before, we want the zoom option and again select 1:1 100%. Hit OK and you're all set. Now flip on Live View and place your AF point wherever you want it in the photo. Next, press the multi-selector center button to zoom into that area. Cool, huh? Number 3, fast image review. One of the quickest ways a Canon shooter can make a Nikon shooter jealous is when they use that big honking command dial on the back of the camera to rapidly scroll through their images when we're stuck going a photo at a time with the multi-selector. Well, it doesn't have to be that way. Nikon shooters can do that too with our command dials, just like this. You can use the main command dial on the back of the camera to scroll 1 image at a time, or the sub-command dial on the front of the camera to jump 10 images at a time. How do you set this up? Super easy. Head to your Custom Settings menu, Controls, Customize Command Dials. Now select Menus and Playback. Next, just choose On or On Image Review Excluded. With the Image Review Excluded option, if you have your camera set for instant image review when you snap a photo, you'll only be able to scroll through the image when you actually press the play button on the back of the camera. Personally, I just go for the normal on option so I can scroll anytime I like. Once you have it set, press OK and you're all done. Pop off some shots and give it a try. And oh, make sure you do it in front of a Canon shooter. Number 4, fast card format. Now, this is one I thought everyone knew about it, but I seem to surprise people with it all the time. Although, even if you do know this one, I may have an extra trick in here for you. So, if you're tired of menu diving every time you want to format your memory cards, you're really going to love this. If you look at your camera, you'll see 2 little red labels that say Format on them. With a memory card that you want to format in the camera, simultaneously press and hold those buttons until FOR shows up on the top LCD screen. Now simultaneously press and hold them again, and the camera will format your memory card. Cool, huh? But wait, there's even more. If your camera has 2 card slots, you can pick the slot you want to format as well. First, press and hold to get the FOR screen flashing, just like we did before. Now notice the little card boxes on the LCD. Now turn the main command dial on the back of the camera and you can switch between slot 1 and slot 2. Select your slot, press and hold the buttons again, and the camera will format the selected card. You gotta admit, that's pretty sweet. Number 5, temporarily disable flash. So you have your speed light attached to your camera, but sometimes you want it to fire and sometimes you don't. Sure, you could turn it off and on as needed, but you know what? I have a better way. Instead, what if you could program your function or preview button to temporarily disable flash when you press and hold it? How cool would that be? Well, you guessed it, you can. How you get there will depend on your camera. For most cameras, simply head to the Custom Settings menu, Controls, assign FN or Preview button, whichever you prefer. We'll use Preview for this example. Select Press from the resulting menu and then scroll to a setting called Flash Off. Select that and press OK. For D5, D500 users, you have the newer menu, so head to Custom Control Assignment and select PV or FN1 from the left-hand column, whichever button you would like to use. Once inside that menu, find the little Flash Enable Disable option, select that, and press OK. That's it. Now attach your speed light and give it a try. The flash will perform normally when your finger is off the assigned button, but if you want it to take a break, just press and hold while you shoot. I use this when I'm using fill flash with wildlife, and it allows me to quickly try a shot with and without the flash. Very handy. Number 6, use the movie record button to change ISO. This is another customization I really love. With this set properly, you can use the video record button on the top of the camera to change your ISO. Now, I realize there are other ways to change ISO as well. However, you just can't beat the video record button for on-the-fly, looking through the viewfinder ISO changes. Setup is really easy too. Just head to the Custom Settings menu, Controls, and scroll to Assign Movie Record button. Select Press plus Command dials on the next screen. Now choose ISO from the resulting menu. Now there are some other options in there as well, so feel free to pick one of those if you like them better. Personally, I stick with ISO. Now give it a try. Press the movie record button and scroll with the main command dial on the back of the camera to quickly change ISO, or scroll with a sub-command dial on the front of the camera to go from regular to auto ISO. With ISO on the video record button, you'll find it's super easy to change things up without ever taking your eye from the viewfinder. I use it all the time and love it. Number 7, store AF points by orientation. It may be last on our list, but this is one of my favorite tricks. This function will remember where the AF points were the last time you had the camera in a vertical orientation and where they were the last time the camera was positioned horizontally. The cool thing is it will return them to those positions each time you rotate the camera. Not sure why you need it? Let me borrow an excerpt from my Secrets to the Nikon Autofocus System ebook to give you an example. Let's say you were photographing a beautiful egret that was standing out in a marsh, and you have your camera vertical with one of the outside AF sensors plastered to his eye. However, in the meantime, there are a few birds occasionally flying by, and you want to use the middle AF point with the camera in a horizontal format to capture those. Normally, you'd have to move those AF points around each time you switched orientations and probably miss shots in the process. With this turned on, you can turn the camera horizontal when the flyers sweep by and your AF point will jump back to the middle. Once they pass, you can turn the camera back to vertical and the AF point will jump back to where it was before. Pretty cool, right? Well, it gets even better. This option allows you to take the AF area mode with you when you turn the camera. So that means you can shoot the standing bird with single point AF and the flyers with group AF, and the camera will switch back and forth when you rotate. So let's go ahead and set this up. Head to your Custom Settings menu, Autofocus. Now find the option for Store by Orientation and select that. In the next menu, you can choose just the focus point or the focus point and AF area mode, and that's the option I like. Press OK and you're all set. Using it is simple. For just the focus point option, flip your camera to the orientation you want, vertical or horizontal, and just move your AF point into position. That's it. Each time you rotate the camera, it will go to wherever the AF point was the last time you were in that orientation. If you're using this with the focus point and AF area option, just position your AF point and then switch to the AF area mode you want. All set. This works just like the focus point option, but it takes the AF area mode along for the ride. So there you go, my 7 favorite Nikon tricks. If you enjoyed these, you'll love my 2 books, Secrets to the Nikon Autofocus System and Secrets to Stunning Wildlife Photography. Both books are jam-packed with hundreds of pages of tips, tricks, and insights just like these. I'm especially excited about my new Nikon AF book. It's 460 pages that completely cover the Nikon AF system, as well as how to get the most out of every setting. Also, it's not simply a guide to autofocus, but it's also a guide to getting sharp images. It's been incredibly popular, so check it out at my site. I'll put the link on a card here in the video and in the description area on YouTube. As always, I'd love it if you'd subscribe to my channel and make sure you stop by my site and sign up for my free email newsletter so you never miss an article or video. Thanks again for watching and have a great day.